Diamonds barely need any introduction. They are those shiny, sparkling stones that people wear on rings, necklaces, and crowns. But do you know how they are made and where they come from? Keep watching this video as I'll be telling you exactly how diamonds are found and created. How diamonds are formed deep inside the earth. Diamonds aren't like regular rocks you find lying on the ground. They're like little miracles created deep, deep inside the earth. Imagine going so far underground that it's hotter than the surface of the sun. That's where diamonds are born, and it's a story that began billions of years ago. Yes, billions. A long time ago, the Earth was a much wilder place. It was hotter, messier, and full of crazy forces we can barely imagine. Deep underground, carbon, which is the same thing that makes up charcoal and even the graphite in pencils, got trapped in a very special place called the Earth's mantle. But this wasn't just any carbon. It had to deal with intense heat and pressure. Imagine being squeezed so hard that you completely change. That's what happened to this carbon. It got squished and cooked until it turned into something entirely new, a diamond. But this transformation doesn't happen just anywhere. It only happens more than 100 miles beneath the Earth's surface, in conditions that are almost impossible to recreate. It's kind of like baking a cake in an oven that nobody can open. And after millions of years, the diamonds are finally ready. They just need a little help to get to the surface. But how does that happen? How do diamonds get to the surface? Now you know how diamonds are made deep underground, but here's the next question. How do they get up here where we can find them? I mean, it's not like anyone can dig that far down. Well, the simple answer is that Mother Nature gives them a boost. Millions of years ago, there were volcanoes all over the Earth. But these weren't your regular, slow, lava-flowing volcanoes. Oh no, these were explosive, powerful ones. When they erupted, they didn't just spit out lava and ash. They sent chunks of rock and diamonds flying to the surface. These diamonds traveled up through something called kimberlite pipes. Just think of them as underground tunnels or elevators made by the force of the volcano. Let's say the diamonds hitched a ride to the top, and when the volcano cooled, they stayed buried in the ground, waiting to be discovered. Of course, this happened a long time ago, but the evidence is still there. That's why we find diamonds in places where ancient volcanoes used to be. How people find diamonds in the ground. Now, finding diamonds isn't like going on a nature walk and stumbling over shiny rocks. It's a lot more complicated than that. First, you need experts called geologists, which is just a fancy name for people who study rocks. They are experts who know how to spot the places where diamonds might be hiding. Geologists start by looking for signs of old volcanoes and kimberlite pipes. These are the places where diamonds are most likely buried. Once they find a promising spot, the real work begins. There are two main ways to dig for diamonds, and both take a lot of effort. The first way is open pit mining. Picture a massive hole in the ground big enough to fit several football fields. Workers and machines dig down layer by layer, carefully removing rocks that might hold diamonds. The second way is underground mining. This is used when diamonds are much deeper underground. During this process, workers dig tunnels and use machines to bring up the rocks. It's a bit like searching for buried treasure, only a lot harder. But here's the thing. Even after all that digging, the diamonds aren't ready yet. They're still hidden inside the rocks and covered in dirt. This is when the rocks are sent to factories, where they're crushed and washed until the diamonds are finally revealed. It's a lot of work, but the end result is worth it. What about finding diamonds in rivers? It's worth mentioning that not all diamonds stay buried in the ground. Some of them take a little adventure of their own, traveling through rivers and streams. Over millions of years, water washes diamonds away from volcanoes and spreads them far and wide. This makes them harder to find, but also makes the hunt even more exciting. People who search for those traveling diamonds use a method called alluvial mining, which is a bit like gold panning. Here, they scoop up gravel from riverbeds and carefully wash it to see if any diamonds are hiding there. The process takes a lot of patience. You have to sort through piles of pebbles to find even the tiniest gem, but when you do, it feels like finding hidden treasure. Some of the most beautiful and rare diamonds in the world have been found in rivers. These diamonds are often smooth and shiny because the water polishes them as they travel. It's amazing to think that a stone could journey so far, moving with the flow of water for thousands or even millions of years. So next time you're near a river, who knows, maybe there's a diamond waiting just beneath your feet. How do diamonds get their shine? When diamonds come out of the ground or a river, they don't look anything like the sparkling jewels you see in stores. In fact, they're kind of dull and covered in a rough outer layer. So how exactly do they go from looking like plain rocks to dazzling gems? That's where gem cutters step in, and they're like magicians for diamonds. Gem cutters are experts who shape and polish diamonds to bring out their sparkle. They use special tools and a lot of skill to turn a rough diamond into a shiny, eye-catching gem. But cutting a diamond is not as simple as just slicing it. It's a delicate process that takes years to master. Each diamond is studied carefully to figure out the best way to cut it so it shines the brightest. The most popular shape is the round cut because it sparkles like crazy when light hits it. Other shapes like ovals, squares, and even hearts have their own special charm too. Then after cutting, the diamond is polished to smooth out the edges and make it shine like a star. I have to mention that without this process, diamonds wouldn't have that magical glow we all love. Are all diamonds the same? You'd be shocked to hear that diamonds are like snowflakes, because no two are exactly the same. They come in different sizes, colors, and qualities, which is part of what makes them so fascinating. Most diamonds are clear and colorless, but some are pink, blue, yellow, or even green. These colorful diamonds are super rare and cost a fortune. Some diamonds are huge, while others are tiny, with one of the most famous big diamonds being the Cullinan diamond. It was found in South Africa, and it was so massive that it was cut into several smaller diamonds, that each piece became a treasure on its own. The quality of a diamond is judged by using something called the 4 C's, which represent the cut, color, clarity, and carat weight. A diamond with a perfect cut sparkles the most. A diamond with good clarity has no spots or marks inside it. A diamond's color can range from clear to slightly yellow or even bright pink or blue. Lastly, a carat weight tells you how big or heavy the diamond is. So even if a diamond isn't perfect, it's still unique and beautiful in its own way, because every diamond has its own unique story. Where are the most diamonds found? The truth is, diamonds can be found all over the world, but some places are famous for having the best one. South Africa is one of the most well-known spots. It's where some of the largest and most beautiful diamonds in history were discovered. As I've already mentioned, one of these was the Cullinan diamond, which made headlines around the world. Russia is another big diamond country. It has some of the richest diamond mines, and the cold weather there doesn't stop the mining teams from working hard. Botswana, a small country in Africa, is also a huge player in the diamond world. It's known for producing high-quality diamonds that are in high demand. Canada, too, is a surprising spot for diamonds. Even though it's freezing there, diamond mining is a big industry, and the mines operate all year round. These places have massive mines where workers dig up rocks to find diamonds hidden inside. The diamonds are then shipped all over the world to be cut, polished, and turned into jewelry. It's amazing to think that a sparkling diamond ring might have come from a faraway country like Botswana or Russia. What else are diamonds used for? Funny enough, most people think diamonds are only for jewelry, but they're way more useful than that. Sure, they look amazing on rings, necklaces, and earrings, but diamonds also have superpowers that make them useful in other ways. Now, did you know that diamonds are one of the hardest materials on Earth? That means they can cut through almost anything. Factories and workshops use diamond-tipped tools to cut and shape tough materials like metal, glass, and stone. These tools are strong enough to handle the toughest jobs because diamonds are so durable. Even surgeons use tiny diamond blades for delicate medical procedures. But let's be honest, diamonds are most famous for their beauty. People have been wearing them for centuries to show love, power, and wealth. A diamond ring is a symbol of love in many cultures. It's often used to celebrate weddings, anniversaries, and other big moments in life. Whether they're sparkling on your finger or helping a factory cut through steel, diamonds are truly one of a kind. Are diamonds that rare? Now, you might think diamonds are super rare because they cost so much, but here's a little secret. Diamonds aren't as rare as people make them sound. There are actually plenty of diamonds in the world. Miners produce tons of diamonds every year, and these sparkling stones can be found in many countries like Russia, South Africa, Botswana, and Canada. The big question now is, why do they cost so much if they're not that rare? Well, it all comes down to quality and marketing. Not every diamond is perfect. Some diamonds are cloudy, have tiny flaws, or aren't the shiny, clear ones you see in jewelry stores. The really perfect diamonds, which are the ones with no flaws, amazing clarity, and best color, are much harder to find. These are the ones that are super rare and sell for millions of dollars. Another reason diamonds seem rare is because companies carefully control how many diamonds they release into the market. This makes them seem more special and valuable. So while there are lots of diamonds out there, finding one that's truly flawless or unique is pretty tough. That's what makes those extra special diamonds worth all the money. Cool trick, right? Why are diamonds so special? Rare or not, diamonds are special because they are tough, beautiful, and have an incredible story. Think about it. Every diamond you see is millions of years old. It has traveled from deep inside the earth to the surface, been dug up, cut, polished, and turned into something amazing. That's what makes them so magical. So the next time you see a diamond, remember where it came from. It's not just a shiny rock, it's a piece of history that took millions of years to become what it is today. Now head to the comments below and tell us if diamonds are worth the hype. And if you want more content on how things are made in motion, hit the subscribe and notification buttons, and I'll see you in the next video.